In the year 897, a pope put another pope on trial. The defendant had been dead for 7 months. This is the Cadaver Synod, and yes, they dug him up first. Rome, January 897. The city is violent, unstable, and burning through popes at a remarkable rate. Pope Stephen VI has an enemy. The problem is that his enemy is already dead. Pope Formosus died in 896. He was buried in St. Peter's in his papal vestments. Stephen orders the body exhumed. The corpse is carried into the Basilica of St. John Lateran. They dress it in the full papal regalia, robes, mitre, and they prop it upright on a throne to stand trial. A young deacon is placed behind the throne and told to answer on the corpse's behalf. The charges? Perjury, coveting the papacy, taking a bishopric he had no right to. Stephen personally shouts the accusations at the body. The deacon mumbles the corpse's denials. The court finds the dead man guilty on every count. The sentence is thorough. Every act Formosus performed as pope is declared void, which means every priest he ordained is now, retroactively, not a priest. Think about what that actually means. Marriages, blessings, appointments, ordinations, all of it undone by a court ruling against a corpse. Men who had been priests that morning were not priests by the afternoon and had to be ordained all over again by somebody else. Rome would spend years untangling it, and the court was not finished. It still had to carry out the sentence on the body itself. The papal robes are stripped off the corpse, 3 fingers are cut from its right hand, the fingers used to give blessings. The body is buried in a graveyard for foreigners. Then it is dug up a second time and thrown into the Tiber. And this is the point where Rome turns on Stephen. A monk pulls the body out of the river and hides it. Rumors spread through the city that the corpse is performing miracles. Then an earthquake damages the Lateran Basilica, the very building where the trial was held. Rome reads that as a verdict of its own. Public opinion collapses. Stephen is stripped of his office and thrown into prison. A few months later, he is strangled in his cell. The next popes annul the trial and ban the practice of trying the dead. Formosus is brought out of hiding and reburied in St. Peter's with honors, though a later pope reportedly reinstated the guilty verdict anyway. Rome was like that. This was not one isolated act of madness. Rome in this stretch burned through roughly 10 popes in about 10 years. Historians gave the era its own name, the Dark Age of the Papacy. As for Formosus, he was tried, mutilated, drowned, hidden, exonerated, reburied, and then condemned all over again. He may be the only man in history to lose a court case while being dead. Follow for more history that sounds fake, but isn't.